Hello and welcome back to Norfolkfords. Today I have got the big set of discs on the TM. We are disking in the Gladdies. So I've got a lovely afternoon until it rains. Apparently it's going to rain later today. Of mullering down a load of pretty flowers. And here we go. So obviously Gladdies are quite nice, long, sort of reedy kind of flower, and you'd never go straight in with a plough with this. So we've got the discs on and it's chopping, mullering and burying quite nicely. Even on the roadway that just chews it up that little bit. You can hear the engine gave up a little bit more there, so it's a bit easier going for it. So we'll get this all chewed up ready, and then hopefully over the weekend I shall pinch the plough back and get this all ploughed in. But you can still see it's quite wet here, which isn't great, but hopefully by turning this over this will be good for when we get the plough, providing that it doesn't rain too heavy when we get the rain later today and later this week. So yeah. So what's been happening? So we've got the barley done. We've got some drone footage coming probably next week's video. We've got the preamps on for that. We have just finished the first lot of winter wheat that I've ever drilled. We've got that first lot in the ground. What we're disking today is going to come more winter wheat, which is good. So we've still got a bit more drilling to do, but yeah, we've got a few videos coming. They sit on my computer ready to edit, so it's just having the time to actually do that. And yeah, we've got some good videos coming. What else is there to report? It's only about 2 weeks until I get the farmhouse, so hopefully I'll be all drilled up before then, because then I can worry about decorating and moving in furniture. Lovely. So all very exciting. Should in the next couple of weeks get a couple of the sheds at the new farm as well, because obviously part of the tenancy agreement is I've got some sheds, so they're going to be emptying them out. Well, I spoke to John and David today. They're emptying the sheds in the next week. You know, like we've got lorries coming in for their cereal crops and stuff, so hopefully not too much longer and we'll actually have somewhere to park. Because yeah, I'm starting to collect a lot of toys, big toys. So actually putting them somewhere is going to take a lot of stress away from Dad, because apparently I block up the yard. I honestly don't see it. I mean, half of the stuff is his. I mean, $5.90, that was definitely Dad. But yeah, all very good fun. That'll be good for next time, next harvest, to actually have some proper grain stores. You know, that's why we're now putting in winter barley, winter wheat, spring wheat, spring barley. You know, we've actually got the choice in having sheds. You know, that's it just all adds up. It's going to be good, it's going to be useful. Like I said, the barley project, can't call it barley project, this is now proper business. This is all hot and happening. It's all really exciting time, really. Yeah. Actually, while we're speaking about rubbish that Dad's bought, well, I suppose it's a bit unfair. He has bought it for me. Well, he's bought it on my behalf. I've paid for it. I've got a sugar beet drill now, so I've said in a few of the videos I'm quite excited to try sugar beet. And yeah, there was an auction the other day at Hilgi. So Dad was watching it, and Dad said, "Oh, what do you reckon this sugar beet drill? It's an A-chord, or do you say A-chord or a chord? A chord sounds better. So it's an 18-row Accord drill, and now we're hitting the bottom bits. 18 row Accord drill. Yeah, we're definitely found a wet spot now, boys. Come on. Pull the discs out a little bit. It's funny, this, like, I've only just started, but it seems to be, we've got a wet stripe sort of in the middle. Ooh, steer it, come on. But the rest of the field is fine. It's just there's a wet hole there. I wonder if we need to be jetting the drain again now. It's just funny, because there always seems to be a wet end there. Don't know. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, Dad found an Accord drill, 18 rows in a sale, and well, we both said, yeah, if it's cheap, we'll go for it. And yeah, 500 quid later for an 18 row drill, I don't think it's too bad. It's not in bad nick, you know, even if I spend another 200 quid on it, it's still a cheap drill. So, you know, just tidying it up, making it ready for work. I don't know what it's going to be fully like, because I've never drilled sugar beet before. We've used similar, you know, row drills before, because we used to grow like Sweet Williams and stuff outdoors, and that used to be done with a little fan drill like that. We've still got it, but that was more set up for bed work. But it's effectively the same principle. It's that sort of disc lay, you know, and then you've got units and rows. That's a really bad explanation of how a drill works, but yeah, sugar beet. I'm excited to try sugar beet. And a lot of people keep telling me you're mad, because sugar beet's either good or it's not. But you know, not a barley project, it's now a business, and part of that is I like sugar beet and I want to give sugar beet a go. There's a lot of people that tell me sugar beet is a far more profitable crop than anything you put through a combine. So, I mean, let's face it, it's a British sugar product. We ought to be supporting British, so, you know, there's another good point to it. So yeah, I really do actually need a shed, because we have got more stuff. Oops, so stay tuned. Probably have an Accord drill in bits over the winter, getting that ready. I reckon this needs adjusting a little bit. That's it, that's running a lot nicer. Just tweak the hydraulics up a bit. I tell you what, there is nothing more satisfying than these discs sometimes. I mean, I reckon if we had another set of discs, that'd be really chopped up nicely and ready for the plough. But hopefully just by burying this over, that'll sort of break down a little bit. Because gladdies are a funny old crop when you actually kill them off. Because you'd think they'd go quite brittle or something. They go rubbery. So it's good that we're putting the discs over them to make the difference. I mean, look, no hanging about, just chomp and bury. Yeah, they're a really strange crop to follow. They go rubbery, like I said. So it's good that we're doing this before the plough, because you just never manage it. You'd never manage the plough straight in. You'd have it all sticking out the top. But yeah, just thought I'd get out and have a look, and I'm just grabbing hold of clumps, and it still holds itself fairly well together. But you sort of kick over the soil, and you've got nothing longer than a foot, really, or a little over, but you know what I mean. Where it's chopping in, it is getting a good cut on. Look, this is all cut fairly nice. That's the sort of length we want. Yeah, nice and short. That's working. This is presentable to a plough like this. Yeah, I like it. It's working quite well. I tell you what, if you ever get the opportunity to get some Utah discs, they are humongous good discs, and I love them. That's how big they are compared to my hand. Just doesn't mess about. You don't need any of these fancy Vardastants or anything like that. Just need Utah. Anyway, so we're discing today so that we can plough at the weekend, hopefully, if the weather's not too rubbish. Once it's ploughed over, we will get the TM back on the homemade combination drill, which works a treat. So that's basically how we're putting it in. Down at the new farm, you'll see in a couple of weeks' time I've got a video coming out where we're drilling with the Ford 610 again. It was a bit of an odd one. So that field down at the farm was first we've drilled on the new farm properly. Bumpy bit. So I wanted to drill with the Ford 610 because after the ploughed work, I think I'd said previously, it looked like it was so light and fluffy, the silts were, that it was just too good to do another pass with anything for. I thought it would be a waste of diesel. So we have now done it with the Ford 610, and it's done an alright job. It's really bizarre, but it could do with half a pass, if that makes sense at all. If you gave it, you know, if I put the TM with the homemade combination on, that would have been too good a job and I'd have thrown diesel at it. But the Ford 610 on its own didn't quite do enough. So it's gone in good depth, we've got it all covered. I had the seed rate a little bit high, so the headlands have had to be thinned out a little bit, which I'm really annoyed at myself for, but I'd calibrated in the yard and I was eyeballing the field and thinking I'd gotten halfway along and used half the bags, and yeah, it was about right, and yeah, just that little bit short, so I'm gutted like that, because I should have been a little bit more reserved on the calibration perhaps, but anyway. Yeah, I really like how it's gone in with the 4610, but it could have done with another pass. But if you'd have given it another pass with lighter power, it was then too fine. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. It could have just been that little bit nicer, but yeah, I've missed a trick somewhere where that could have been a little bit nicer. I think probably if I'd have gone in with the rolls afterwards, that probably would have been that little pass to have, like, you know, firmed all the land down, neatened everything up and sort of leveled it off. But I don't want to do that because it's meant to rain tonight. So instead I'm disking. So, you know, leave me a comment if you think that I should have done something different. You know, subscribe, because in a week or so's time we'll have that video out of the 4610 drilling, and you guys will probably be able to tell me what I've done wrong and what I should have done better. There's always something to be done, and there's always something different to try. I'm not afraid to keep trying different things. It's just yeah, I really don't know what to make of it. It should have been better, but it just needed half a pass more. A full pass would have been a waste. It would have been too fine, especially on that sill. So yeah, we'll then be back to combination on this field, get the last of the winter wheat in, get the preams on, and yeah, there's nothing else to report other than that. You know, that's where we're at. So exciting, we've got sugar beet drill. You know, that's going to be a nice winter project to have a look at. Hopefully, you know, now that I've got my own sheds and stuff, the 4610 might get a little bit more paint on it and nearly be considered a little bit more finished up. But for those of you who, you know, newer subscribers, I started out doing this YouTube channel restoring the 4610. So there is a playlist on the channel of the restoration project. And I actually looked back on that the other day, and I tell you what, I keep saying to myself, oh, it's not finished yet, you know, I've half done it. Actually, that tractor has come a long way from when I started, and even I'd forgotten. Because I started it when I was 16, yeah, about to turn 17. I had the tractor off Dad, tidied it up and got it running a little bit. And I actually used to run around the village, like, I would send me to the post office and stuff in it, sort of thing. Because I had a tractor license, just too young to have a car license. So yeah, good history of the 4610. It was actually really nice looking back on them older videos, actually seeing how far the project's come. So I've had the front axle off, I've had the cab off, I've had the rear drums apart to redo the brakes. You know, when you look at it like that, I've actually done quite a lot, and it just is a shame that I haven't quite finished it in every detail that I would quite like yet. But yeah, feel free to check out that playlist. You'll find a very squeaky voiced Lewis from when he was still at college. But yeah, other than that, nothing really new. So I thank you all very much for watching, and I'm going to carry on with my disking, because we all know that jobs like this are the most satisfying. And yeah, we shall see you next week for some nice drone footage of the barley going in with the homemade combination on the TM. And then following that, we've got a few bits and pieces video, as well as a video of the 4610 drilling with the Massey. So we've got a good bank of footage, which I just need to get around to editing. So make sure you're subscribing. Of course, leave me a comment if you think there's anything that I could be doing better. And thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one.